Hey Reject Nation, Greg Alba here.
John.
We're gonna watch the trailer for the J.J. Abrams produced flick, Overlord. Guys, before we hop into this, I want to give a Patron of the Day shout out to a fairly new patron we have at the Patreon page, Jay.
Mr. J.
One of the quotes that I could read from this guy when we were messaging each other is, he enjoys creating products, he loves problem solving, it's a good fit, stressful but fun. Well dude, I got a problem. I don't know what the J stands for. I asked you, and I don't like these mystery answers. I like to know who's pledged to our Patreon at all times. Based off what we talked about, how you were sick of living in the dirty South and now you live in San Francisco, I'm going to assume your name does mean Jehovah. It could mean Jesus, it could mean Geppetto, it could mean Jew. For all I know, you could be someone evil, you could be someone sinister. Regardless, we'll still accept the pledge at the end of every month. So appreciate your time, buddy. And by the way, over at our Patreon, we do full-length TV show reactions, weekly Q&As, and music video coverage. So you can go check us out over there. A bunch of reward tiers. Wolfenstein.
Looks like a video game, yeah.
3 months ago, I was cutting grass in my front yard. And the mailman shows up with a letter from the army. Now I'm here. No idea where I'm gonna end up.
Whoa. Damn. Damn.
Right there.
Okay.
Welcome to France. What happened here?
Wow.
Some questions aren't good answers.
Sinister.
Wyatt Russell.
It's Kurt Russell's kid, right?
Soldiers out there, there's only 4 of us. Find out what's inside that compound.
What? It's a horror war movie?
Yeah.
Is it Nazi zombies?
What is this? 1,000-year army. These 1,000-year soldiers.
Whoa! It's like Call of Duty with zombies. This is a real thing.
Like a little Resident Evil mixed in. Oh.
What's behind that wall? What do you do with those people? They have been given a purpose.
Oh, that's never good.
I wonder how many people are thinking this is linked to the Cloverfield universe.
Well, at this point, if J.J. Abrams' name is on it, I just wouldn't put it past whatever movie it is to relate in some minor way now.
In some ways, I kind of love this trailer. It's the super expensive version of a generic B-movie plot.
Yeah.
Nazi zombies.
Move over dead snow and iron sky.
Yeah, this could be a really cool sort of zombie revival phase we can kind of get into. Like, they recently announced Zombieland 2. It's going to be like past 10 years by the time that movie comes out. That zombie phase has really died down a lot.
But has it died down enough that it should come back yet? These things take a lot longer to really reclaim their thrones right now. I feel like we're kind of over it with the zombies.
Yeah, no, I agree. This looks like a very fresh spin on it. I think this has been done before, obviously, like I said, in like B-movie territory. This really had me going that this is just a war film. And then when the zombie part got introduced, I was like, oh, whoa, this looks insane.
See, I had the opposite because I looked up what movie this was and I was like, oh, okay, Nazis and World War II zombies and stuff. Okay, so then when the trailer started, I was like, oh, we're it was a little more World War II than I was expecting, given some of the thumbnails I saw. I've always wanted to do something like this, so in that regard, this is pretty exciting to me. I kind of expected to see more from this trailer, I guess. Like, there's not really a whole lot to it.
You didn't hear about this movie till like 5 minutes before we watched the trailer.
I know. I don't know.
Why would you expect to see
more?
more?
I guess more from the movie. This felt like really contained for what it is. I don't know. Why exactly, but I was like, okay, you do like the parachuting sequence, which is really cool, really intense, very modern,
very Edge of Tomorrow-ish, actually.
Yeah. And then you have mostly just like that lab.
I mean, to me, it's the first trailer, so I don't think they're going to reveal too much. You know, for a J.J. Abrams produced film, which usually doesn't have that kind of song to complement its trailer, to have sort of this rock and roll vibe of like crazy fun action horror is very different than what you usually get when you slap J.J. Abrams' name on the trailer. So
maybe
I think
that's part of it too.
I think keeping it a little contained and not showing too much of the film is very much Abrams style, except I think with the tone that the trailer was giving you, you'd probably expect a little bit more imagery.
That's a great way to put that.
But I think with Abrams behind it, he's going to be very careful. Like, no, we still can't reveal too much, though. We got to leave a mystery element here.
That's fair.
My name's going on this.
Definitely gave me a sort of Resident Evil vibe, too, with the sort of like, what's in this syringe, man? Like, what's it gonna, are you mutating?
I think it's kind of refreshing to see the cool horror movie cinematography, but if it has more of this fun, crazy tone, I think this would be a film that a lot of people walk away from going, that was an entertainingly damn good time. Plus, you got Wyatt Russell in here. I saw that episode of Black Mirror he was in, that terrifying episode he was in. It's actually a really scary episode. Maybe he's going into the horror thing, just like his dad did with Carpenter. Action horror path now, too, like Carpenter.
Totally possible. And this director's only done one other feature, so I like that JJ seems to be taking chances and giving these guys a shot at least.
Even though, like, the war sequences look CGI, the stuff with the zombies looks really creepy and effective. Like, I like that image that they have with the girl's, like, decapitated head. And then even the dude with the, the face being torn off who's smiling at the end, which I'm assuming might be, like, one of his signature shots of the trailer. That looks really good. This could work, or this could be that, like, Abraham Lincoln vampire hunter problem.
Exactly.
Where you're like, sounds super fun and awesome in theory.
I feel like these movies have a more deceptively tricky to hit tone than you would think.
Yeah.
Because you really do need the right blend of enough war movie elements to really feel like an immersive war movie, but also, like you said, enough fun to where it kind of justifies this weird pulpy B-movie premise that we're getting into, you know?
I think it could do it. It looks like they're doing it.
Especially with that music cue and all that.
Yeah.
It looks like they're headed in that direction, which, like I said, I've wanted to make something kind of like this for a long time, so I hope they nail it.
I'm very much intrigued. I didn't know about this until it dropped, which is most J.J. Abrams material. All right, guys. Well, what do you think of this trailer, man? What's your favorite zombie movie? Let us know in the comments below. I think anything that stars Bruce Willis in the last 10 years. Ha! Because he's dead on the inside. You guys can subscribe to the Reject Nation. Click that notification bell because subscribe buttons are broken. Hey, check us out on Patreon. We got full-length TV show reactions, weekly Q&As, music video coverage. We'd love to have you become a Patronaject today.